effort into getting blood out of clothing than I have ever put in my entire life, mostly because they weren't mine.
Yippee.
They were in the pile of dirty clothes next to the bed, and I had a bit of an incident this morning.
Odd.
Blood everywhere.
Blood?
Stop it. Chris got a lesson in this is how we take blood out of clothes. Figured one day he'll need it. Probably he has a girlfriend or something and she doesn't know how. I showed him what to do if you get it right away. And I told him what to do because we don't really have any club soda. And the soda that we have can make its own stains. Basically Sprite.
Sprite.
But you can use that to get out blood stains.
I found out the even numbers. Yippee.
You kind of gotta like leave it there for a sec though, but like
I'm going to go B.
you gotta let it soak.
Odd.
But like you don't want to let it
odd.
dry.
It's odd.
So yeah, there's also vinegar. That's a good trick.
Vinegar?
Whenever you're born someone who's eventually going to bleed a lot, and then you deal with years of it, you figure out some tricks. You also kind of prioritize which is more important. So like I didn't treat the sheets or anything else the same way because I wasn't even sure if I could get them all in the dryer. Our dryer is nerfed. It takes all day to do one load. And these are half loads. Normally, I dedicate that to Chris's clothes, just to make sure. And me and Jean get some clothes done in between. So, whenever it's not Chris's clothes, it's usually very good.
I got a check mark for this.
Yeah, see, I knew you shouldn't have gotten a low mark on this.
Huh? I said,
I'm having him redo in a second.
Odd.
Because 27%,
You need higher than that.
No, and this is something I know you know well enough to get 100.
Odd.
That's what I want to see, Chris. You going to give me 100?
Yeah.
Okay. So...
Okay. Yippee.
I took some iron pills and I drank some milk. My lactose intolerance helped me persevere over the iron pills. Yeah.
Which digits?
At least it's good for something. So,
that was easy.
I had to treat his clothes because literally I got up and blood just went everywhere.
Mama.
I don't just mean leaked. I mean...
The even numbers with which digits? I know
That's not supposed to happen. Last night, Gene accidentally got me with a plate that he didn't feel was hot. He forgot to turn off the burner and handed it to me after sitting it on the burner. See, I told you that you could get 100. Let me see. Could have sworn you had another one in here that I know you know stuff for. What'd I tell you? You get anything below a 70 and you're redoing that. I can't make you redo quizzes, but guess what? I can.
Wow.
I don't want to see that stuff. I know you know this stuff. No just answering because you don't want to think about it or
The last package.
you don't want to do it. Do it right the first time and then you don't have to redo it.
Continue. I need a drag for
He doesn't like the dragging assignments.
17.
So anyway, yeah. It's not quite as bad as it looked like last night, but that could be because we got to it right away.
And then we have to drag to
There's still a white mark on my hand, though. It's still an obvious burn. Maybe not obvious to anybody who doesn't know me specifically. Like, there's this little circle of white, and then it goes down my finger, but I got to it quick enough. And, iced it and all that. So, it's not that bad. It seems like it's probably a first, maybe leaning to second, but not quite.
Yeah.
Or barely
I
second.
can get 100.
But it's not that bad. It'll probably take a couple days, heal, and then it'll be good. Which I would still, it would probably be a lot worse if I didn't do what I did as quick as I did. I know this from experience. Way too much experience. As a kid. So yeah, not with Shane. It's actually the first time that he's done that. Normally he at least has felt that the plate was hot. He felt that it was hot, but like he didn't realize that the burner was on, and this is not normal for him. It was just an accident, and accidents happen. He didn't do it maliciously, and it's not like he does this all the time. And he feels horrible, like... I can deal with it. It's just...
458.
You shouldn't put headphones on when your
Why?
hair's still wet. No headphones while your hair is still wet.
I can still hear.
Chris,
Why?
one of these days you're gonna get yourself shocked. How do you think these work?
Electric shock.
Electricity.
Electricity.
It goes in through this little metal thing right here.
Round 458 to the nearest 10.
Your hair's still wet from your shower, honey. You can't be doing that. Wait until it dries, okay? I know you like your headphones, and I'm glad they're comfy. Maybe now you'll leave mine alone, but...
Yes, the correct answer is C. 458 rounded to the nearest 10
Oh, stop.
is 460.
You didn't want to brush it. You know the rules. You don't brush it, I brush it. And you don't like it whenever I brush it, so make sure that you do.
Easy to work.
Round 621 to the nearest 10.
It works better if you use a brush to do that. At least initially. Then it's easier to kind of tuck it back with your fingers. And then you can take little pieces of hair that are still up front and go whoop. Right there.
Yes, the correct answer is A. 621 rounded to the nearest 10 is 620.
I love you too, honey.
I like the monkey one.
Anyway,
Round
nobody is
55
supposed to
to the
bleed
nearest
enough
10.
to have clots half the size of their foot.
Yes, the correct answer is C. 55 rounded to the nearest 10 is 60.
I've had clots like this before, and like the doctor's like, well, we don't see it, so it must not exist.
You helped
So I was like, yeah, I'm
deliver
just
the
gonna take
last
pictures
Mama,
of
I
this.
got all of them right.
So, pal.
That's the mailman.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I took pictures.
100.
See, I knew you could do it. All these things that you're just picking answers at times because you just don't want to deal with it. Do you think, you could actually be further by now? Let me survey this stuff. I don't mind the 95s. I'll leave this stuff alone if it's at least above 70.
Like 72.
But if I know you should be getting 100 out of it,
Oh yeah, the last one because I can't.
yeah, you can't do that over. You just picked answers and you can't redo that. I have to actually put that on another lesson plan for you. Guess what?
What?
When you're done with all the second grade stuff,
3rd grade.
no. I'm going to take all the stuff that you got bad grades on for the quizzes. Because you were messing around instead of getting serious. And I'm going to put that all on a list for you to do.
Over again.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm?
That'll also tell me if you've retained all this.
Now let's see how I go on this.
Do you know what retain means?
What fraction of the pizza is
Grace.
sausage?
What?
Do you know what retain means?
No, ma'am.
Whether or not you remember all the lessons.
Oh.
And how to apply them.
That happened again.
This assignment. Someone's supposed to call sometime today and help us out with that.
Skip another lesson? No, a lesson quiz.
Yep.
No, a lesson quiz. I need beast.
You know this stuff.
I need to be.
What fraction of the animals are birds?
What crap?
A, 1/4, B, 2/4, C, 3/4.
3/4? I think.
I'm not telling you the answer.
How many bananas should be colored to show 1/2?
1/2?
A,
Two.
1, B,
I think.
2, C.
This is all stuff that he already knows anyway, so.
4 of the eggs hatched. What fraction of the eggs hatched? A, 4/7, B, 3/7, C, 3/4.
I think so. What fraction of the eggs hatched? Wait, there is 7. 4 out of 7?
I'm not answering you, it's your quiz.
My quiz.
What you're supposed to be figuring out. What does it say? Rita found a nest of 7 duck eggs. 4 of the eggs hatched. What fraction of the eggs hatched?
What fraction? 4.
Out of?
4 out of 3. 4 out of 7.
What fraction of the animals are cats? A, 1/7, B, 1/6, C, 6/7.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
Okay, his hair's dry enough now that he can
1, 6.
safely wear headphones and not have to worry about potentially being shocked. Because, yeah, that can happen. So, yeah, I actually got in trouble for that a lot as a kid.
I just click on that.
Instead of calmly explaining it, I just got in trouble for it. Yeah. My bangs are all over the place. My
How many apples?
sordid attempt to
1, 6.
tame them.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. That's 12.
So, I'm actually waiting for the washer to finish so I can put it in the dryer, and yeah, I had to get blood out of his pants and 2 of his shirts. He doesn't know yet. I'll probably tell him while this is uploading. I want to make sure that it's really out of it all the way. Yeah, I didn't. Yeah, I had to actually take pictures of this stuff. Colby nosy, but I want to know how he's doing. One of the assignments isn't working. It stopped working halfway through.
Oops, I got 2 wrong at accident. 2 wrong. Got 2. That's the only 2 I
I
see.
know that you know this.
Let's see how much I get. 80.
Still at 80%, but Chris, don't just pick answers to pick answers. Alright. Let's see how much math you have left for this week's stuff. Jeez.
What?
Oh, that's all subjects.
Wait, math?
You're actually getting close to the end of math.
Activity. Start.
Minus that one assignment that nerfs you halfway through.
And goes take out.
So, yeah.
Maybe down.
Excuse my distraction. This is part of my job now.
Half. This is half. That is not half.
Mm-hmm.
That's silly.
Mm-hmm.
So silly. That one is so silly. Quarters? What quarters?
How many quarters does it take to make $1?
4.
A quarter is 1/4.
That's why they call it quarters.
He'd already picked the answer. I was just reinforcing it.
That one is tic-tac-toe.
Yeah, that's not really how we cut pizza, is it? No. The only place that cuts pizza like that is...
Thirds.
And even they do it better than
It's
that.
thirds.
Their pizzas are actually shaped for this. To
Look
be
at these
squares
thirds.
and have...
Mama, I opened the box. The thirds.
Mm-hmm.
It's in thirds. Now it's going to open the box. It's going to open the box.
Yep. And they test and see if they can read it.
It's
So
gonna open the box.
they give you the stuff in several
Gonna
different
eat the-
ways to see if you
it's
can
gonna
do
eat
it.
the pizza.
What?
We're going to eat the pizza.
Awesome. So, whenever the iron pills take a little bit more effect, I'm going to go on with my plans for today.
Thirds. Bye-bye.
Which is essentially to pack more stuff that hasn't been packed yet, that was kept out until the last minute. Also, I need to put any finishing touches on Chris's costume. So, there's that. His cape still needs some work. I actually accidentally packed the material that I was going to use for it. So then I was like, oh wow, I also have this green felt. This could be used. So,
Mama,
yeah.
when I accidentally bumped that, when I was trying to check answer, I bumped that on accident. I bumped it on accident.
What did you bump on accident?
Yeah, the square. Sir, 6.
Hey. I gotta check answer. But what did you do that made the screen do that?
I bumped that and then I clicked it and yeah, it's 6. Continue.
See, if it's actually him that causes that, I can fix it. I actually had to take pictures, though, with one assignment. Here's where you go, here's what you do. Like, it's clearly in the right position, and yet this happens anyway. So, still haven't taken him through to go do it on another thing, but then again, he just did the quiz for it. He knows the stuff. He picks it up pretty quick. Just want to make sure that it's reinforced so that, you know, he doesn't forget it in like a week. Some of the stuff he did at the beginning of the school year. Don't just pick one just because you're getting frustrated with it.
If Jamaica and her 3 friends had an equal piece of chocolate bar, which would describe the amount they each ate? I'm confused.
3 friends had an equal piece of a chocolate bar, which would describe the amount they each ate.
Each.
How many friends are there? And if they all had the same amount,
4,
3 friends?
3.
So if they all had the same amount, what would that be? What would the chocolate bar have to be broken up into?
4s. Means thirds.
Yes, thirds. What? Let me see.
It's C, 4s. 4s. Because there was Jamaica and 3 friends.
Oh, got it.
Jamaica.
You were right then. I messed you up. Sorry.
What?
Let me see if I can fix it. Well, it's an activity, so you can fix it. Oops. Nope.
Won't let you fix it.
That's why you don't ask me answers. Here. I fixed your answer.
Here we go. Gimme. Continue.
I'm not gonna show him how to do
Look at the
that.
monkey. Look at the monkey, you little baby.
Yep.
100.
See, it's not my assignment. I'm not sitting there listening to this. I know this stuff. I'm out of it. Hey.
What? A whole pie. It's not a pie, it's a pizza.
Do I need to send you to take a break?
No, ma'am.
Alright, well, first, though, go get a cheese stick. Chris, stop pressing buttons and go
I'm
get a
gonna pause it.
It's already paused.
It has
You can replay it. Go get a cheese stick. Snack time.
I have a baseball bat.
No.
Not a baseball bat.
No.
No baseball bats.
Eat your cheese stick. Take a short break.
Sure. Never.
Does that fly?
That won't work.
Well, you can keep going after you have your snack. I don't want you to burn yourself out. So, yeah, this is me trying to actually get something else done while tutoring him. That's not gonna happen. So I'm just gonna stop here. Anyway, yeah, he got an impromptu lesson on how we get blood out of things. Just because he came in while I was trying to get blood out of his dad's clothes. I think I got it out, so we shall see.